Behind the line in 3, 2, 1, go.
Match 12 underway, and a heavy collision in midfield starts us off between the IRS and the Velocity Raptors. But despite that, they refine their bearings and go back to their respective alliance zones. Velocity Raptors absolutely clearing out, just snowblower style, the fuel directly in front of their driver station. 55 points on the board for red, 24 for blue, and drivers take control. Away we go as we hear the motors whirring from these hubs in the middle of the field, and otherwise reasonably calm interactions from the robots. Defense that comes in the form of mostly just parking in front of the opposing robot rather than smashing into it. Slows the Blue Alliance down a little bit. IRS finally able to get into their own zone undefended for a minute, but now they got to go collect fuel. Here's Panther Robotics picking up maybe 15 points or so for the Blue Alliance in one swing, and then the shift changes and the Red Alliance gets scoring rights on their side of the field. 360 the Revolution trying to refill their hopper in the top left corner of the field, and they'll toss maybe 6 pieces of fuel into their hub, but they get pushed out of the way by the IRS, or by Panther actually. Overall, still actually a fairly calm cycle as far as things go on the Red Alliance side of the field. 95 points on the board for them, 53 for blue. It is a nice progression that we can call 90-something points calm. Definitely a different place than we were at 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon, I'll tell you what. The progression of these teams is always impressive to watch. Blue Alliance still finding their footing in their own alliance zone. IRS was able to, again, pick up maybe 5 or 10 pieces of fuel at a time, but just not quite getting the consistent streams that we see coming out of the Red Alliance machines of the Revolution and Horns of Havoc. Velocity Raptors down in midfield. I see at least some lights blinking on the robot, so we have some number of volts. Whether it's enough numbers of volts to actually drive a robot, I'm not sure. The screen I have in front of me no longer shows those numbers like it did last year. That's fun to learn. 20 seconds left here in this playoff match. Red Alliance ahead by about 50 points, and they're going to continue to pepper the goal with some more fuel here. Revolution just doing laps around their hub, really just trying to outrun the Panther machine. They want to get enough time buffer to be able to stop, park, launch, and get a few points on the board before the defender catches up with them. Match expires, and we'll get a result to you here just as soon as we have it. It's going to be the Red Alliance for playoffs match number 12 with a final score of 157 points to the Blue Alliance's 108. And Alliance 2 will duke it out against Alliance 1 in our next match, match 13, for a trip to the finals. But folks, join